Welcome to Doak Campbell Stadium, home to the Florida State Seminoles. And just listen to this crowd energy. Every Seminoles game, the war chant goes full throttle. This is not just any other matchup. Both teams come in ranked in the top 10, colliding early in the season, each trying to set the tone with a big statement. As we'll see the number 10 team in the country, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Florida State Seminoles. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Will kick this deep to get us going. And the kick goes out of bounds. An odd start to this game for sure. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He bought some time, now lets it go. Caught quickly. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
Well, this is why running the football...
Hold on a second. The replay official has signaled that he wants to have another look at this play. Looks like they got the ruling on the field right the first time. They confirm it with the review. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. And the junior able to get home with the sack.
This is exactly how you can slow down the momentum and a rhythm of an offense. You got to get some tackles for a loss and some sacks. This time, they come up with a sack by getting after that quarterback.
Challenging play for the offense. They face third and long here from their own 43. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. The receiver makes the grab. Tackled across midfield at the 48, good enough for a first down. And the Noles come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. On first and 10, looking to throw. Finds an open target on the left side. Offense in hurry-up mode.
The back catches it on that play, Chris. It kind of looked like a receiver on the way they designed that play, and I love the toe tap at the end. He's in bounds. Nice game.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. One the pocket delivers over the middle. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. Running play called on third and short. Defense all over that play. They stop him. He did not get the first down. They're going to go for it here on 4th and inches. He's got it, and that is enough for a first down. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
I thought the defense did a pretty good job here on this 4th down, but how about the quarterback? Throws an absolute laser to get that one in there for the first down.
Here's the handoff on a counter. Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5.
Teams are getting more and more creative with how they run their counter plays. Gone are the days of everyone under center running the counter tray. Now you're seeing it modernized. We'll see how many different versions they'll run today.
The back's got it. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Strong opening drive. This is play number 9, but it's 3rd down now. And the quarterback dropping back. And is intercepted. Going the other way. Can they stop him? The 50. Inside the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown. Fouls. And the defense joins the party with a pick 6. For the takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play for any defender, Kurt.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows you what he can do with the ball in his hands and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
And he knocks through the PAT. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. They moved the ball in the last possession, but a devastating end of the drive, a pick 6. Can they recover from that right now? They start the drive with a quick throw to the right side. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards. And the Seminoles hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Single back takes the handoff. Not much on that play, brought down short. So a very makeable 3rd down for the offense from the 29. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A little bit too much air on that throw by the junior quarterback. Offense lines up for a 2nd down play off the incompletion. An inside give now from the shotgun.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Solid gain on the running play. 3rd down now. Dropping back. It's Morris. Going for his running back. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Can he take it all the way? At the 20. It's a big return off the INT. They steal their offensive possession.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Off the play fake on first down. Catch made, looking for the goal line. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. Well, no surprise from offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
Automatic in the PAT. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. And it'll be tackled right at the 20. That's a good job by the coverage team. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Handoff heading left. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill curve.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defense coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Looking downfield, it's Morris. Fires it to the wideout. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. They bring him down, but that is a huge play for this passing game. Big gain.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
Pass complete for a first down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake, looking to throw. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Well, there aren't very many things that can get to a quarterback of this magnitude. But I think it's safe to say that good pressure by the defense can get to any quarterback.
Quick pass, the catch is made. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
This is what makes the RPO so difficult to defend if you have a quarterback who can read it. It's that old argument, which guy has the chalk last? Or the quarterback that can read it like that, the quarterback has the chalk last. He reads that they're up, makes the throw in the quick slant, gets some really good yards.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Inside the 30 now. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
And the Vols are going to keep this drive rolling. First down, looking to throw the ball. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Well, what a job by the offensive coordinator going to that 5 wide receiver.
And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one. Well, they took a look just to confirm it, but it looks like they got it right on the field. After the review, the play will stand. And they get set now to try the PAT. PAT is good. They go up a touchdown, 14-7.
That makes the score Tennessee 14, Florida State 7.
Getting set to kick the ball off now.
Set to advance on the play.
And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Here comes the Florida State offense on the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? He's running out of time here. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete. The Seminoles looking to crank up the tempo a bit. And throwing again on 2nd and 10. Quarterback escapes the pocket. The senior calls his own number, picks up the first down. Offense right to the line, playing with tempo now.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks.
The pass is intercepted. Look out, he's got some space with the 10. Going to take it all the way in. Pick 6. Touchdown, Volunteers. And a pick 6. A monster play by this defense here, Kirk.
That defender showed a lot of athletic ability there with the ball in his hands. I wouldn't be surprised if the head coach watching that thought about maybe giving him some reps as a returner after that touchdown.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He'll be tackled at the 21. That's good work by the coverage team. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down. Incompletion makes it 2nd down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. It's a quick grab. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yards to set up a fresh set of downs. No huddle now for the offense.
Boy, a huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think.
Catch made wide open way downfield. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
The Noles will have 1st and 10 here. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Looking for 6. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Noles.
You put 5 wide receivers into a formation that puts so much pressure on the defense. Do you have enough guys that can cover? Quarterback does such a good job of finding the weakness and exploiting it.
The extra point is good. Down by a touchdown, 21-14. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He goes out of bounds at the 31 after a decent return. Volunteers' powerful offense back out in the field. Each offense has been clicking, scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. Heading left after the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backup.
Looking to pass. It's Morris. He's moving out of the pocket now. And he'll send this one to the right side after a lot of time in the pocket.
You know, they don't hit this downfield, but it gives you an idea of how much pressure this quarterback can put on this defense. They've got to cover all these receivers, worry about the running game, try to pressure the quarterback, and then deal with him when he breaks out and scrambles like that. He's a threat to run or throw.
Third down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. It's the 2-minute warning of this close, competitive first half.
The defense spreads all over the field playing zone, trying to make this quarterback make a mistake by throwing it into coverage. But he finds the soft spot on the curl and picks up a first down.
They bring him down, but a solid gain there on first down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring second and inches, but it sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
Come to the line for second down and very short now. And here's the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, that's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
One of those critical third-down plays coming up. Can he make it to the marker? Fights off a defender. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Down to keep this drive alive. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a fourth down stop.
Chris, how about this? The offensive coordinator decides to run the quarterback on a design run to try to catch the defense napping, but the defense was not having it at all. Waiting for that play to be run, comes up with a nice stop to get the ball back.
Looking to throw now on first down. And he finds the running back in the flat. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. And the Knowles hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looking for his big tight end. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. Tackle made at the 21, but this offense is in great position to add more points. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. It's pulled in. Completion on a diving catch. They bring it down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Receiver makes the catch. Touchdown, Seminoles. Strong game by this quarterback.
Perfect timing here by this quarterback. Great read, puts the ball where his man can make a play on it, and they're an extra point away from tying this game up.
And they tack on the extra point. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the second quarter. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He'll be tackled at the 21. That's good work by the coverage team. Here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? They'll run it to the left. Breaking free at the 35. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. And an explosive gain moves the ball across midfield. They'll spot it at the 42.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for one or two more plays before halftime.
Timeout, Tennessee.
Time ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. And looks like the quarterback's going to run it. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Time enough for one more play in the half. And he powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Vols.
Well, gutsy call here to go for this instead of taking the field goal, but it works out. Great touchdown. They now lead by 6, an extra point away, and they go up by 7 here at the half.
Try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the extra point makes it a 7-point lead, 28-21. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Seminoles will kick it off to begin the second half. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's when the offense will take over. Tennessee's high-powered offense is back out on the field. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground. Solid run, moves the ball out across the 20 to 21.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Looking to throw. It's Morris. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. And as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, sometimes an answer for an offensive coordinator against a good pass rush is to move the launching point, move the quarterback from one spot to another to affect the rhythm of the pass rush. That's not having any kind of impact at all on this defense. They're getting after this quarterback no matter where he is. They do a good job of it right here.
After the incompletion, they'll come to the line for a 3rd and 4. That's a design quarterback keeper. Powering through. And he'll pick up the first down, stopped at the 27.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big 3rd down, know what you need to do, get the first down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Pressure is coming. He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Boy, this one's on the offensive line, Chris. They've got to do a better job of protecting the franchise quarterback. This guy's as good as there is in the country, and they're letting this pressure get to their quarterback. You either get the ball out faster, or the offensive line's got to do a better job of taking care of their guy.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. The Volunteers will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. It's intercepted, trying to fire it into a tight window. Not a long return, but the important thing, the pick wipes out a scoring threat. The offense will take over from the 29.
What a play by the defense. Really, the only way they can get back into this game is to create a turnover. They get an interception, and they're in business.
And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And he's tagged it, but only after picking up a 1st down. The Seminoles are in the red zone. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Oh, nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass. No huddle here for the offense. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. The pocket breaking down. Junior steps up and makes an impact play. Defense are going to keep the pressure up on this 3rd down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. It's caught downfield. Defense makes the stop very close to a 1st down. So no field goal try here. Coach keeps the offense on the field to go for it on 4th down. Send the back in motion. Needs a completion here on 4th down. He's got it. Enough for a 1st down. Touchdown, Florida State. Still no answer for this offensive machine. That's another passing strike from this quarterback. He is having himself a tremendous ballgame.
Boy, this guy just can't miss. Every single time he throws, it seems like he's coming up with another touchdown. The receivers are running good routes. He has enough time to throw. And, man, this poor defense, they might want to think about changing up coverage because right now it is not working.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the Volunteers' high-tempo offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. The Vols will crank up the tempo.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Down after that running play. Scanning the field, it's Morris. Defense is coming after him. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the 3rd down pressure works.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes. Just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
offense stays on the field. The coach is going to go for it on 4th and 2 in his own territory. Looking to throw it again. Going for a big play downfield. They can't connect. A costly turn.
This is the chance you take here as an offensive coordinator and a play caller. You go for it here, you draw it up perfectly, you think this is the right play, and then the execution is not there. So the defense catches a break, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
Tight end goes in motion before the snap. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Off the play fake. Looking to throw the football. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Looking right, this one caught. Defense wraps him up after a 6-yard gain. Brings up 4th down. The Noles looking to run some tempo here.
Now, 4th down.
Makes the catch, and that is enough for a 1st down. You head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a 1st down. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Well, that's the risk you take as a coach running this style of offense. And really, as a quarterback, you know that there's a chance you're going to get hit like that. And, boy, did he get annihilated by this defense. I'm just happy that he got up and ready to play that next play.
Coming to the line on 2nd down, this is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long.
42, Spider. 4-2, cut it, cut it.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a 1st down. We begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this 3rd down. Touchdown, Noles. And they'll claim the 4th quarter lead. He just goes up and over the pile for that touchdown.
Now, that's some serious vertical by this running back. A well-earned touchdown on the goal line.
PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. Now they get set to kick it away.
Tennessee, 28.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 12. That's before field position to start the drive. And Tennessee's offense back out on the field now. Last time they went for it on 4th down, didn't get it, and it ended up costing them 6 points. And they bounce back here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Back to pass. It's Morris. Running out of time in the pocket. It's caught on the left side for a huge gain. They bring him down to the 38, but that's good enough for a first down.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. First down. Looking to throw the football. Caught in the flat by the running back. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Wow, they get positive yards here. I have a sense that they wanted a little bit more of that pitch and catch.
Now it's second down here. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. And here comes a deep shot. And he throws his third interception of the day. Goes down quickly, but comes up with a nice interception.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. They had a brilliant touchdown drive last time, mixing the run and the pass. Can they keep that going again? Play action here on first down. Short pass finds the tight end. A big hit by the linebacker, able to knock him down. And the Noles will hustle to the line to crank the tempo.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
And they'll just try to run some clock here, keeping it on the ground. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing. Here we go now. A crucial play for both sides. They'll set up at 3rd and 4. And now the running back's got it again. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's 4th down.
Just not a lot of room there on the RPO on 3rd down for the offense. Give the defense a lot of credit. They sat back initially, and then they overcommitted to stop that running game, and it worked out.
And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground.
And the Tennessee offense will take over.
Volunteers' powerful offense back out in the field. This drive is important. Last one and an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. He's escaping the pocket now. And left with no option, just has to throw it away.
Man, I like this play. I mean, not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Second down play coming up for this offense. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. He'll take a deep shot here. Oh, grabs it near the sideline. It's a huge gain. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs. Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. And that review confirms the ruling on the field was correct, so the play will stand. And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. From the shotgun, handoff inside. Got space, looking to score. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back. With the continuity this offensive line was on display, that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
And the important PAT is up and good. We're tied in the fourth. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? Snags the quick throw. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion. And the Seminoles come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. Second down, we're going to throw it. Looking for his big tight end. He's got it for a big gain. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
Really nice conversion here on that pass. And remember, they pick up this first down to stop the clock. Look at the clock here. You don't need to panic. You need to be in a little bit of hurry-up mode, but no need to panic at this point in the game.
And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Short connection to the tight end here. They bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard run. That's a solid gain.
The tight end drag route is the perfect option for an offense looking to scheme that position open for some yardage. Perfect execution here for a first down.
Tight end goes in motion. Looking to throw it on first down. Oh, it's intercepted. A critical late mistake here. He's got some room and some blockers here. Takes the pick to the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers.
What a play here by the defense. We kept thinking this defense might have to come up with a stop to give the ball back to their own offense to see if they can maybe take the lead. But instead, they take matters into their own hands and come up with a turnover and a touchdown.
Extra point knocked right down the middle. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. This one will be fair caught. Florida State offense heads back onto the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. Final minutes here, they'll throw it deep downfield. The catch is made for a huge pickup. An explosive play across midfield all the way to the 41. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Wow, back-to-back deep shots. And the pass caught inside the 15. Heads out of bounds after running for the first down and keep this scoring threat alive. Serious pressure now for the defense. Offense looking to throw the ball. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Looking to throw yet again. Launching one to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Seminoles.
What a touchdown here with under 2 minutes to go. And the big question now, Chris, is do you kick this extra point to tie it up, or do you go for 2 to potentially take the lead? Either way, your defense still is going to have to go out there and make some plays.
Does his job with the PAT, and this ball game is tied here in the 4th quarter. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And they tackle him at the 8, and the offense starts backed up on this possession. And Tennessee's high-powered offense is back out on the field. Your worst-case scenario, you go to overtime. But can they make something happen here? Try to win it in regulation. Let's see. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. Now, wasn't alert enough. Didn't get the playoff. That'll cost him 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. The junior able to bring him down quickly. And the defense stops the clock with a timeout. 24 seconds remaining.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up 4th down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things. It allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
So from his own end zone, he gets the kick away. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. Look him out throwing here to start the drive. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. Now a late timeout is taken. 6 seconds showing on the clock. And out comes the field goal unit. A chance for this field goal kicker to be a hero and win it from 52 yards away. And now a late timeout is taken. 6 seconds showing on the clock. You set it down to the offense. 1st and 10. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. And it's complete downfield. And a timeout is taken. Just 2 seconds left on the clock. And the coach elects to send out the field goal unit. So in the final seconds, everything comes down to this field goal attempt for the win. And no mistake, he knocks it through to win the game. Well, you love to see a game, Kirk, come down to the final possession. Who's going to have the football last?